You're about to watch a full week of my training for a lean, strong, and capable body. Going to be using calisthenics, also known as your own body weight, a lot of use of the gymnastic rings, some weights, some sandbags, of course sprints, and daily movement to unlock the body. I have 4 main workout days split into an upper body, a sandbag day, which is basically a full body, another full body workout, and a sprint and core day. And I'm going to break down exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Let's get into it. Starting off the workout with jump rope, an amazing form of conditioning, cardio, of course, to warm up. I've been doing 10 minutes every day. I made a full video on this. It's helped me get leaner and it doesn't take much time. So I just throw in 10 minutes before my workouts, gets the blood pumping, and I get my 10 minutes in a day. First exercise is the weighted pull-up. Probably the GOAT. If you want an aesthetic physique, then you need to be doing pull-ups. It's going to create that V-taper. I've recently dropped down the weight, but really focused on my form. My muscle connection, full range of motion. Here for my first set, I did 10 reps with 20 kilos. And I'm experimenting with supersets to save time and be more efficient. I go straight into the Pike push-up, elevated with the parallel bars. This is like doing an overhead press with your own body. Really good exercise. Feels amazing. You're working on that mobility, getting into those deep ranges, and it lit my shoulders up. I was working in the 6 to 8 rep range. So I do 1 set of the pull-ups, go straight into the Pike push-ups, take my 2 minutes rest, and then go back to the pull-ups and then into the Pike push-ups, and then I'm done. So it's 2 sets of each exercise. Then I set myself up on the rings and I get my ring rows in. You can see I elevate the feet. You want your core engaged. You don't want to be sagging when you're doing these. I get the best contraction, my muscle connection when doing these. It tops any other form of rows. And for me, it also works the biceps, the grip, and of course the core. So it's a win-win. With the rows, I'm working in that 8 to 10 rep range, and I superset it, the ring dip. Ring dips are insane. I was a big fan of doing the weighted dips with the straight bars. Since switching to this, I get a much deeper range of motion and a much better contraction, especially in my chest, and I don't need to use any weight yet. I'm really focusing on my form. Like any ring exercise, it's working the core. You've got that stability aspect. It's pretty much working every muscle in the upper body. Then I move into the front lever tuck. This is a skill that I'm working on. And of course it works the forearms, the core, the lats. I actually pair these with a superset of the ring turnouts. Again, building that stability, building that strength, and you'd be surprised how much this lights up the core. Ring push-ups. I absolutely love this exercise. I always have. And now since adding them back in, feels so good. The contraction, you can see I'm either turning the rings out at the top or doing like this fly-like motion coming across the body. I elevate my feet. This gets me that deeper range of motion. This will light up your core. After doing this full workout, my core was so fatigued. And that was just something that I wasn't getting with the traditional weight training, using machines, things like that. We've got the hammer curl, self-explanatory, builds the biceps, builds your grip, forearms, amazing exercise. Quickly throw it in and I superset it with this front raise with the barbell. You really work on your mobility when you're doing this. This just lights my shoulders up. I saw this somewhere on Instagram and since doing it, it's been in the program. Feels so good. Get a crazy pump, and I'm finishing up the workout with the mace swings. This is amazing for my shoulder health. 2 sets of 30 seconds of swings. That's it. And it's like maintenance for the shoulders. That rotational work, getting you into those deeper ranges of motion. It's very different to your traditional weight training, where you're constantly pushing, you're constantly building tension. Here you have to relax, you have to flow with the mace, and you go into this trance, like a moving meditation. Great for the forearms, the shoulders, the core. That rotational work is always going to serve you. This is a flow rope, to practice rope flow. You may have seen this online, people doing it. You may think, what even is this? Why are they doing this stuff? It looks a little bit silly. Since picking this up, my body feels so much better. It's like lubrication for your spine. The rotation, it's putting your body in ranges of motion, moving fluidly in ways that you don't typically do, especially if you do a lot of sitting, traditional weight training. That is just going to create more stiffness in the body. So every morning I come out and I'll do 5-10 minutes of rope flow to unlock my body, to build that better connection with the body. Through, you have to figure out the pattern, you have to figure out that coordination. And I found this to be so beneficial. And it will not take away from your strength training. It will actually add to it. It's going to make you more athletic. It's going to make you move in a way that is more fluid and with less pain. So this tool, I can't recommend it enough. I'll show you my little morning setup and the tools that I use to unlock the body. So this is the setup. I've got the flow rope, like I just described, this ball that I use to roll out my muscles, my back, my feet, glutes, and then the jump rope. You would have seen in my previous video that I'm doing 10 to 20 minutes a day. And that has been super beneficial on building more athleticism, cardio, it's gotten me leaner, and I'm moving better within my body. Day 2 of training, and we're at the beach lifting some sandbags. I'm new to sandbags. This workout was so fun. As you can see, every time you pick up the bag, you're doing a deadlift, and you have to figure it out. Each time the sand is going to rest slightly differently, meaning you're going to have to pick it up, grab it in a slightly different way. It's like you're wrestling with the bag. It reminds me of doing jiu-jitsu. The sand is moving, it's awkward, it just builds that brute strength. For the actual workout, I was doing carries with the sandbag up and down the beach. We filled it up with a bit more sand just to see what it feels like to go a little bit heavier. The carries are a great place to start, super easy. There's no learning curve, but it lights up your grip, your biceps, the core, the legs, especially moving through the sand. Played around with a few sandbag to shoulder lifts, great movement. The sandbag toss, this felt really good. Working on that explosive movement, like a suplex with wrestling. Doing the sandbag, you get a mix of conditioning, strength, and muscle building. And that's why I love it. And you just use your whole body. By the end of it, you're completely done. Finished up with some squats. Definitely going to be experimenting more with the sandbags. And it's 100% earned a place in my program. Wednesday was hill sprints. If you know me, I absolutely love sprints. I've made some full videos on sprints. You should definitely go check them out. I'll leave a link. Sprinting will build athleticism. Gets you lean. It's great for your hormones, testosterone, builds muscle in the legs, and that mental toughness. I paired the sprint workout with some core work. I'll be honest, my core was so fatigued after doing the ring work and the sandbags that I was just trying to get through this. But working on those rotational movements is so good. Today we are doing a yoga class. We're here a little bit early, taught by my beautiful girlfriend. But this has become a non-negotiable for me. 1 yoga session a week. Opens up the body, burns a lot of calories. This is a 75-minute class. If you think you're tough, if you think you're strong, try doing a full yoga class without dying. Probably not gonna be able to film, but I'll see what I can do, or we can film some bits at the end. But I'm adding this into the video because I think this stuff's important to widen your range of things you do for your training, for your body, for your mind as well. Yoga's great for the mind. And you don't need to be so one-dimensional. The final proper workout of the week, starting with the jump rope as usual. We have a full body workout using mainly my own body weight. Starting off with the ring muscle up. This is hitting everything. I can only do about 3 to 4 reps. But it's amazing. The pulling motion, you're working your forearms, your back, your biceps, the dips, working the chest, the tricep. It's that full body exercise. There's an aspect of mobility to get yourself in that position, the core strength, something that I'm just going to continue to work on over time. And if you can't do a ring muscle up yet, lots of pull-ups, lots of dips, lots of rows, lots of push-ups will get you there. A physique update mid-workout with my little brother, who's not so little. I would say this is the best I've looked. Definitely the leanest I've been in ages. And most importantly, I feel so good from training like this. Here we've got this ring, pull up, chin up variation. The rings allow you to twist and you get that great contraction in your biceps. Of course, the back, no weight needed on this one. Absolutely love this exercise, an amazing mind muscle connection. Once again, we're supersetting it, and that's with a dip. Here I'm really working on the form. I'm going as deep as I can and coming up and twisting at the top. This lit up my chest. I'd programmed myself to do more ring push-ups, but I took it out after this. I literally couldn't do any. And working in these deeper ranges, whilst building muscle, whilst getting stronger, you're also improving your mobility. That's why I'm a massive advocate for rings. It builds that lean, strong, capable body. Working the quads with a sissy squat. This exercise looks weird. It looks like, is he even doing anything? Try them out. I could do 10 reps with my own body weight, and the pump I had in my quads was insane. Another new exercise that I've started doing is the Nordic curl. Amazing for your hamstrings. My gym doesn't have a hamstring curl, so adding these in have been so good. I know I keep saying this, but I feel so good from doing this movement. And I think that's so important with your workouts. Are you leaving feeling beaten up? Are you leaving feeling better, feeling stronger, feeling good? Working on some pistol squats, I can do a lot more on my right side, so I'm working on the left using some assistance. Here I am working on the front lever tuck whenever I can and getting up on that bar and just holding for as long as I can. The ring row, a real staple now in the program. Doing these twice a week. I did 2 sets, 8 to 10, elevated on the heels this time and really working on that squeeze, really working on that contraction. If you haven't tried these, if you're thinking, no, I'm just going to stick to the usual weight training, give the ring row a go and tell me, can you even get past 8 to 10 with your own body weight? Wrapping up the workout with the lower back extension. It builds strength in the lower back, something I want to work on. You get that decompression at the bottom of the movement. Feels great. Building that strength, building that bulletproof body. 2 sets of 10 at the end of the workout, done. And then finishing up the week of training with a 5K run, some sauna, get in there for about 15, 20 minutes, maybe 2 rounds, do some stretching. We got a great sauna, look at that view. And I'll jump in the ice bath for 2 to 3 minutes.